Nate Landwehr and David Onama. David actually just fought a few months ago against Garrett Armfield, and he was able to win by second round arm triangle choke. And Nate Landwehr, he's on a 1-fight win streak. His last fight was actually almost a year ago in October of 2021. Now, Nate is 2-2 inside of the UFC, and both of his losses come by a finish, by knockout. He actually got finished by Herbert Burns in the first round, and then he also got beat by Julian Erosa in 1 minute into the first round. I'm gonna be flat out honest. I'm taking David Onama. Now, Nate, he's a little bit good everywhere. But he's not necessarily great in any one particular area. And if you look at his record, he does have 8 knockouts, 6 submissions. He does like to try to get that knockout, but so far in the UFC at this high level, he has not been able to just get the knockout as easy as he was able to get it on the regional scene. Now, David Onama, on the other hand, has been a little bit more consistent. Now, he did get beat by Mason Jones by a decision, but since then he has been on a 2-fight win streak, and he's finished both of those fights, one by submission and one by knockout. I expect him to be able to finish this fight as well by either submission or knockout, and let me tell you why. Nate is like a kill or be killed fighter. He is the type who will just swing for the fences. Like I don't want to just set it up like that. He'll wait for certain opportunities, but then he will start to get wild with the strikes, and he does feed off of the crowd. And sometimes he makes decisions in fights that are not necessarily conducive to winning. It might be just something that creates an exciting scramble or an exciting offensive sequence, something that the crowd loves, something that we as viewers love to see happen, something action-packed, but it's not necessarily something that you would tell your fighter to do if you wanted them to win. So it's kind of like almost getting overtaken by emotion and just the adrenaline of the fight, and then you don't do what you're supposed to do, because there's a strategic aspect of fighting. It's not all about just the fight and the throwing hands and the wild stuff. You know, you have to think about it as well. That IQ is very important. And I believe that David Onama is going to have the higher fight IQ, and he's going to be more geared towards, like, his approach is going to be more focused on getting the result of winning. So I think that he will have the advantage standing up with the strikes. His striking is more clean, is more technical. I also believe that he has the better underrated wrestling. David Onama has shown several times that, hey, I can get this fight to the ground and I can work my submissions as well. And people don't really see him as that type of fighter, but when you look at his record, out of his 10 wins, 6 come by knockout, 4 by submission. So people have to remember, he can get the fight to the ground. He can finish the fight from the ground as well. I'm going to go ahead and take David Onama here, and I will say second round finish.